the disciples' prayer. Amen. And if there's ever been a time where we need to pray, come on, somebody talk to me now. It's right now. Amen. If there has ever been a time that we need to pray, we need to know how to pray properly. We need to know, the scripture say, pray fervently. We need to have some fervent prayer going on right now. Amen. I mean, not just for, now this is the thing. We should have been praying all the time. Amen. I mean, we should have been, but you know how it is when things get going good and, things are all right. And, you're happy and, you forget to do some of the things that you should be doing. But as we learned last week in the sermon from Dr. Beard, God has a way of getting your attention. Amen. All right, and I think right now he's got a whole lot of people's attention that he didn't have before. Amen. All right, and right now, oh man, we've got to get into prayer. We've got to know how to pray. We really have to know how to pray. Amen. Amen. We need to be calling on our God. And the thing is, we need to call on God. All right, but we need to do it right. All right, you don't want to be doing the right thing the wrong way. All right, so if you're going to do the right thing, now the right thing is to be prayed. It ain't no question about that. That's the right thing. But we want to do it the right way. All right, and today in our lesson, we're going to let Jesus show us how to do it. The disciples' prayer. Now I just want to dig into that title right now. The disciples' prayer. Now, when you hear that word, the disciples' prayer, do you think that is the prayer only for the 12 disciples back then? Oh, no. Anybody believe that? If not, I need to spend some time here. That's not for the 12 disciples that's back then. Anybody that is a follower of Jesus, if you plan on giving your life to the Lord, if you've given your life to the Lord, if you're saved, all right, if you're following the things of God, you are a disciple. Amen. All right, we learned in our Bible lesson, in our Bible class on Wednesday night, that Jesus had a whole lot of lady disciples. All right, so if there's anything in anybody's mind that thinks, well, it's the disciples' prayer. Okay, that's the disciples. That's the men folk over there. No. Y'all ladies, y'all some disciples too. Amen. All right, we got sister disciples. We got a bunch of brother disciples over here. We got our sister disciples here. And all of us, we need to pray. All right, and Jesus is going to give us a lesson on praying. Oh, man, this is just good. If you had Jesus to teach you how to pray, wouldn't you, man, you'd perk up on that. Amen. Jesus going to teach me how to pray? Ooh, this is amazing. And this is the thing. Out of all the things that the disciples, they were here with Jesus. They were walking on earth with him. They had dinner with him. They went to lunch with him. They wherever they went, all the meetings that he was in, they were there with him. And they saw all the wonderful miracles and everything he did and everything. And out of all that they could have asked Jesus for, the only thing that they ever asked him for is to teach us to pray. That's the only thing they asked for. Lord, teach us to pray. All right, that's what they asked for. I mean, they didn't ask him, hey, teach us how to raise folks from the dead. No, they didn't ask for that. No, teach us how, that thing that you did with that manna. With that 5,000 and you made all that food and everything, we had all that food left over and everything. Teach us how you did that. Nope, they didn't ask for that. You remember when we was in that storm on the boat? And the storm was all, had the boat about to sink and all this kind of stuff. Teach us how. Nope, didn't ask for that. You remember when we cast the net on the other side? You said cast the net on the other side. And we drove in all them fish. Ooh, we had a heyday of fish that day. All right? Teach us how to do that. Nope. Didn't ask him how to teach him any of that. The only thing that those disciples asked for, Lord, teach us how to pray. All right, teach us how to pray. And I think that should teach us something. Just in the fact that that's the only thing that they asked for. And they could have asked for anything. They were there with them. They could have anything. But they asked to teach him how to pray. That'll let you know that's very important. Amen. That's very important. We're going to get into this lesson today. Oh, man, this is just good. Wow. This lesson is so good, I want you to come to it in your Bible, all right? Come to St. Matthew 6 chapter. St. Matthew 6. Because we're going to... I'm gonna do what I love this lesson so much, and I'm up against some time restraints because of, you know, like I told you, we're video and all this kind of stuff. I like this lesson so much till I'm gonna back up and get a running start into it. All right, y'all with me? Y'all want to back up, get a running start into this lesson? All right, I'm gonna back up and we're gonna run and start into this lesson. So the lesson actually starts. If you got your Bible or you've got your Sunday school book or your pamphlet, the actual lesson starts in St. Matthew 6th chapter and the 5th verse. That's where the lesson actually starts. All right, if you're gonna go according to the lesson only. Okay, I don't know what this means, but if you go according to the lesson only, that's where it starts. St. Matthew 6, all right, and 5. But we're going to get us a running start in this lesson. We're going to hit it so we're going to come across Matthew 6 and 5. You got to be watching because we're going to back up and get running. We're going to come through there. Whew, you may not even know that we got back over into liquor. We're going to be moving. All right, so we're backing up. So let's back up to St. Matthew. All right, 6th chapter, and we're going to start this lesson at the first verse. Amen. All right, let's start up here at the first verse. Y'all ready? All right, let's go. All right. All right. Now, this is just interesting because Jesus starts talking. I like to catch him when he first starts. All right, and I just want to just follow his flow all the way down through into our lesson. That's why I'm backing up here. Jesus in St. Matthew 6th chapter, 1st verse says, "Take heed that you do not your alms before men to be seen of them, otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven." In other words, he's teaching us, this lesson starts off in St. Matthew 6 and 1, the situation of alms. All right, it's talking about alms. All right, and if you're giving alms, and alms is like helping the poor, you're helping someone out, you're doing somebody a favor. In other words, there's a bad situation going on. All right, if alms is involved. All right, if I've got to give you some alms or give you some help or give you a little bail out, that's a word that's running around right now. Bail out right now. So something went wrong somewhere, right? There's a deficiency. Something's not really nice like it should be. All right, for a situation of alms to be going on. All right, so there's not a good situation here. And Jesus is telling them, take heed how you give your alms. All right, don't do it so that you're seen of men. Don't be a show off. All right, that's what he's saying. If you're gonna help somebody out, let's help them out. Don't stand up in church and testify about it. When Sister so-and-so was down on her luck, and I thank God that I was able to help her in her time of trouble. She was just she done lost everything, they had nothing. And the lady sitting up there trying to hold herself, they're trying to hold her dignity together, and you there embarrassing her. All right, Jesus said, don't do that. Don't do that. If you help somebody, just help them out, shut your mouth. All right? Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet. Not testify, talk all about it. Before thee, here it is, the hypocrite. Hypocrite. You know what the word hypocrite comes from? The hypocrite comes from the word actor. You know what actors are? They're the phoniest people it is. All right, but we celebrate them. All right, all they do is act, you know, and what they do, it ain't real, but they try and make it look real, don't they? That's a real good actor or hypocrite. The real good actors, they be, oh man, you after the movie over, you still mad at them. They up there receiving their award. You say, I can't stand away because he slapped that woman in there. You know, that was a good actor there. All right, that you still mad at him. All right, and this is the thing. When hypocrites, they really try to make it look real, and that even bleeds over into the things of God. People giving alms, they try to make it look so real. I'm trying to get you. All right, synagogues and in the streets that you may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But when thou doest thine alms, you see, we got to do differently. In the church, according to the things of God, how Jesus teach us to do things, we're gonna be doing things a little different than everybody else. All right. So in 3rd verse, but when thou doest thine alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth. All right, that's pretty smooth there. If you've done something And it was so smooth to your right hand didn't even know. You know, your left hand sneaked in your pocket and got something and handed it to somebody. All right? And your right hand didn't even know it happened. You know, that's pretty smooth there, all right? That's how you're supposed to give alms, all right? 4, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly. All right? Now we hear our lesson right here. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites. All right? Now, some situations you're in, you can handle it. A little money might help out a situation. You know, a little help here and there might help out a situation. Spend a little time with a person might help out a situation. You go over and do something for somebody. That might help out a situation. And in situations like that, you go on and handle it. But then there comes some situations where it ain't nothing you can do. All right? And that's when prayer comes in. All right? It's some situations that happen in life where alms can help you. A little help from somebody else can pull you out. All right? A little help. I mean, I just need a little help here. It can lift you up. It can get you where you need to be. Get you back on your feet, as they say. All right? But then there is sometimes, it ain't nobody can help you. Amen. All right? Look, what they say, throwing money at it don't help. All right? And if throwing money at it can help, this here coronavirus will be gone. Amen. All right? They got a couple $1 trillion out there they got to throw around. All right? And if it could get rid of this thing, I think it would be gone by now. $2 trillion $2 trillion ought to move some stuff, don't you think? Well, sometimes it come to a point where $2 trillion just don't do it. Amen. I don't care how many trillions you got, it just ain't gonna do it. All right, you gotta go to God in prayer. All right, some things are gonna take some prayer, and we gotta know how to pray right. Don't be praying wrong. All right, so if you're in a situation where you can take care of it, well, don't take care of it. Don't be bothering God about it. But when you hit that situation, I can't even find words up here. I don't know. I mean, you run into some situations like that. You know, that situation hit you so hard. You know what? You know, supposed to ask you what you gonna do. You don't know what you gonna do, what to say, what to think, who to call, nothing. All right, now, Lord, teach me how to pray. All right, I need to know how to pray now. Now here it is. Let's take off of this thing. Let's take off of this thing. And when thou prayest, now then listen at this. And when thou prayest, just stop right there for a second. And when thou prayest, not if you pray, or not you might run up on a situation where you need to pray. No. It says, and when you pray. Not that it's gonna be a good idea to pray. No. You're gonna have some situation you got to pray. Yes. When you pray, in other words, prayer is not optional. It's not optional. When you pray, you're gonna have to pray. All right, see, and that's a big problem. A lot of folks they feel like I don't need to talk to God. You're gonna need to talk to God. All right. Well, what the fella say? The king will call the priest. All right. You might be the king and everything. You might be the king of your life, but you're gonna have to talk to the priest. All right. You're gonna have to call the priest. All right. I don't care if you're the president. All right. The president gonna have to talk to the preacher. All right. You're gonna talk to the priest. So and when thou prayest, all right, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites. All right. The thing is, sometimes the best way to teach somebody how to do something is to teach them how not to do it. A lot of times we have ideas in our head of how to do things, but it's all wrong. So when someone comes and want to teach us how to do it right, they have to erase all the stuff that's in our head. They have to unlearn you first. All right, sometimes you have to unlearn a bunch of junk that you already know for somebody to teach you right. You ever had people that work for another company? All right, and they were, mediocre, lower company. But then when they step up here to top-notch professionals, I mean, these boys up here, they got it going on. I mean, they top-notch. I mean, when the best of the best, they got money to spend and they don't care how much it costs. We want it done right. They call these guys. They don't call these guys down here. And you get a guy move from these guys down here up to here, Well, sometimes these guys that's up here, they got to untrain him of all the stuff that they done down there. No, man, we don't just make it work. No. You call the manufacturer and you order the right part for this. All right? It's a 5/16 bolt that go in there. I know we got 1/4-inch bolts on the truck. The 1/4-inch bolt will go in there, but that's not the proper thing. Oh, man, but it'll work. No. You got to unlearn all that. All right, we top notch up here. We don't do that. All right, I know if I put a couple of pieces of plastic in there and run the screw in there hard, it'll hold. It'll look all right. It ain't going nowhere. No, you ain't got no engineer that to put his stamp of approval on that plastic you done shoved up in there. You ain't got no engineer. But whatever we do, we gotta have an engineer's approval on it. That this thing will hold 300 pounds. I don't know how much that plastic will hold that you just stuck it out. Nobody does no test. So sometimes you gotta unlearn some stuff. And that's exactly what Jesus did here, all right? And the lesson here, and when thou prayest, thou should not be as the hypocrites. Okay, let's unlearn something. Let's unlearn some stuff. They love to pray standing in the synagogue and in the corners of the street. Why do they do that? That they may be seen of men. That's why. In other words, don't do your prayer so you can be seen of men. All right? Don't pray like that. Don't pray like that. All right? You ever heard some people can pray. You stop praying and listen to them. Everybody down there trying to pray. You stop praying and listen. What they got that thing going on? Lord, we come before you, knee bent and body bowed. All this here stuff. I come before you as my ancestors back in Georgia. They got this thing going. What is it? Don't do it as the hypocrite. They want to be heard. They want an audience there. They want to be heard. They want to be seen to be so religious. Here it is. That hypocrite, the actor. Some of them do a good job too. Y'all know they do a good job. Y'all heard them pray. All right? They do a good job at that thing. For they love to pray standing in the synagogue, all right, in the corners of the street, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, this is the killer right here for all that phony praying and all that hypocritical praying and all that acting praying. They have their reward. When I pray, and when you pray, I hope you want more reward than in somebody saying, ooh, that boy can say his prayers. Amen. Ooh, did you hear her pray? Did you hear how she had them things rolling? Ooh, Lord, we're going to invite you back next week to pray. If that's what you was after, guess what? You got your reward. Well, I got some other rewards that I need. I got some family members need to be saved. I got some issues in my life that I can't handle that I need the Lord to help me with. That's the reward that I need. I couldn't care less if you say, oh man, I don't care if you say, that's the worst grammar ever. I don't care if you hear me over here talking about, Lord, I need you to help me and all the things that I done and that I didn't do before I didn't do other stuff and this here fixing to happen and I gotta have it. I don't care as long as I get in touch with the Lord. I don't care what you think about my grandma and all that kind of stuff. I need a reward from the Lord. All right, and it's not about how you present your prayer. All right, a lot of people they pray and so it's on display to other folks. No, I'm trying. We're trying to get in touch with God here. We're trying to get in touch with God. What does Jesus say here? But thou. All right, here it is. Here's you. Here's us. All right. Here's me and you. Here's anybody that's a disciple. That's us, right? Amen. All right. Here it is. This is how we pray. But thou, us, you disciples, my disciples. When thou prayest, not if. When thou prayest, enter into thy closet. Get off somewhere private. All right? And not only get off somewhere private, and when thou hast shut the door. All right? Go in your little closet. All right? Your little war room. All right? Your little prayer closet. Well, get yourself some private somewhere. and be at and when thou hast shut the door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. That's how that thing works. Just like giving alms. It's on the same level as giving alms. All right? The situations that you can't handle them discreetly. Everybody ain't got to know what you're doing. All right? And when it comes to situations that you can't handle, well, you got to have God's intervention. Handle that the same way. Don't let everybody know that for a big show. Don't do it for a big show. And the Lord rewards openly for that. Amen. My dad used to say all the time, there's one room in your house where you can get some privacy. There's one room in your house, and in that room, they put a bathtub in that little room. And that bathtub is like the perfect height for kneeling down to pray. If you can't get no privacy, nowhere else to go pray, it ought to be one room in your house. There'll be one small room. It's quite a little smaller than the rest of the rooms. All right? That you can get in there and pray and close the door. And if anybody knock on the door, you can say, just a minute, and they usually go away. They usually go away. And you can talk to the Lord in that room there. All right? I mean, just get alone to pray. And the Lord sees what you're doing in secret. He sees what you're doing in secret. And that, oh man, it's something about what you do in sincerity. And when nobody else is looking, that touches God. Amen. It's even when you do right. When you do right, when there ain't nobody around, it ain't nobody looking, it ain't nobody watching, it ain't nobody that you got to be accountable to, and you do right then. It's something about that touches God's heart. It's something about when you give alms, you help folks, you do things for people, and you don't let nobody know it. It's something about that touches God. And that just bleeds over, that just spills over into prayer. It's something about when you're praying earnestly, but you ain't making no show of it. All right? And it's just something about that God, he sees in secret. And he sees in secret, and he rewards openly. Oh, we're going to talk about what you do with that reward when he rewards you openly in a minute. Anybody want to tell me what you do with that reward? All right? You don't take his glory. You thank God for it. You do not take his glory. You don't come out talking about, I did this and I came up with this terrific idea. No. Don't get hypocritical now. All right? Oh, man, we're going to dig that a little bit. We're going to dig right there in a minute. Oh, this is good stuff right here. Y'all just don't know how good this is. All right? Ooh. You should not do the right thing the wrong way. That's what God is trying to tell you. Don't do the right thing the wrong way. It is right to give alms and to help people. All right? But you can do the right thing the wrong way. All right? The scriptures say, when you pray, oh, that's the right thing to do. That's what you should do. That's what you ought to do. You ought to pray. The scriptures say, they down there in Sister Mary's house, they were down there praying without ceasing. They were doing the right thing. But you don't want to be doing the right thing the wrong way. Don't do the right thing the wrong way. All right? Oh, my goodness. You got to do the right thing the right way, and guess what happened? You get a righteous reward. Oh my goodness, that's good stuff. You get that righteous reward here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Oh man. And you know what? And I want to just tell you something. And prayers don't have to be long. I mean, we're going to get into, they think they're heard for their much speaking. All right, 7th verse. Let's go on and get that right now. The Lord, he's already going to reward you openly. All right, when he see you doing what's right, and you're doing it in secret, you're not doing it for any show. You're sincere about this thing. You're trying to get in touch with God. You're not trying to, show how righteous you are, how religious you are. All right, but when ye pray, 7th verse, use not vain repetition as the heathens do. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Use not vain repetition. Vain, that don't mean nothing. Vain, that's what vain is. Vain don't mean nothing. All right, vain is, it ain't carrying no weight. It's just vain. You ever see people give you a vain greeting or conversation? All right, I'm gonna get in trouble. I ain't gonna use that one. I gotta get something else. You know how some politicians, they have the same speech? And if you watch some politicians, when they go to one town, they say the same speech. They go to another town, say the exact same speech. They go to another town, say the same speech. Go to another town, say the same speech. Same thing. It ain't nothing no different. They're out west. They say one speech for out west. They come on over Midwest, say the same thing. They come up northeast, they say the same thing. They come up down to the south, they say the same thing. They come on down to the deep south, they say it's the same old speech. Same thing. That's a vain repetition. Them politicians ain't a bit more stuck you than nothing. All right, they got the same speech, and whatever gets the crowd going, they done figured out how to get a speech together that gets folks, emotionally stirred up and everything. And they just say the same thing. It's a vain speech. It's a vain speech. How would you like it if you came home, all right, and the conversation was just almost recorded almost? When your husband or your wife or your family members talk to you, how you doing today? I am doing fine today. Everything is good. What did you do today? I did nothing. That's all you get. That's all you get. How you doing today? I'm doing fine today. It's just a repetition. All right. What kind of conversation would that be? You come home, you already know what they're gonna say. You already know. There ain't no conversation. Conversations are fluid and they're moving and if it's raining, it's a different conversation. If it's hot, it's a different conversation. If it's cold, it's a different conversation. If you're hungry, it's a whole different conversation. The conversations are different depending on what's going on in your life. What is our prayer has to be? When you talk to God, the prayer's gonna be different. Amen. According to what's going on in your life. All right, just say the exact same thing to God every time you come up to pray. That's vain repetition. Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I die before I wake, please let me get another piece of Sister Norma's cake. Something like that. That's vain repetition. You don't want to go to bed with that prayer all the time. You want to go to bed with it. Lord, I thank you for the day, man. It was hot out there working today. I thank you for taking us through. Amen. Then another prayer that a lot of folks love me. Lord, I thank you for even having some work to go to today. Lord, I thank you. Amen. Lord, man, it's not a vain repetition. Not a vain. Lord, I lay me down. When you get on your knees, heaven already know what you're going to say. Heaven already know what you're going to say. That's vain repetition. That's that vain repetition. That's that same thing over and over again. All right. Now, you got to be fluid and what is it? How to say it in real time. You want to talk to the Lord in real time. Lord, this is what's going on in my life today. I need to talk to you about this. Oh my goodness. Seventh verse. All right. Vain repetition, as the heathen do. The heathen get a good prayer, boy. And if he's over here saying, you're gonna hear him say it next time. He got the thing going. For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking. Prayers don't have to be long. I was going there a minute ago. Prayers don't have to be long, all right, to get God's attention. It just has to be relevant. This is what's going on in my life right now. I ain't got a lot to say. It ain't much. I don't need to spend a whole lot of time talking today. It's not much that I got. Let me show you how that looks. Come on to St. Luke 18. St. Luke 18, come down to the 9th verse. here. It's St. Luke. That's St. Luke 18 and 9. This Jesus is going to tell you a little story here. Jesus is going to tell you a little story. And he spake this parable unto certain which trusted in themselves that they were righteous and despised others. So in other words, he's telling this little story, this parable, to a bunch of self-righteous people. That's who he's telling this story to. All right, that's what that means. 10th verse. 2 men went up into the temple to pray. The one a Pharisee and the other a publican. That's not Republican, that's just publicans. All right, they were still hated too. But that's just, I'm just saying, they was publican, not a Republican. Okay, all right. The Pharisee stood and prayed thus with himself. With himself. God, I thank thee that I am not as other men are, extortioners, unjust. This fellow's prayer now. I'm not an extortioner. I'm not unjust. I'm not an adulterer or even as this publican. I'm not even like, Lord, I think I'm a good guy. I think I'm so nice. I think I'm such a righteous person. I think that I'm not an adulterer. That's good. All right. Now, I'm not an extortioner. That's good too. But it's the way, see, you're doing the right thing. Doing it the wrong way. All right? That's right. That's the right thing to not be an extortion. That's the right thing not to be an adulterer, unjust. That's the right thing. But how you present this to God? You present it to him the wrong way. You do the right thing, wrong way. All right? Even as this brother, I fast twice in the week. Ooh, I give tithes of all that I possess. Ooh, brother, pay his tithe. Man, give twice a week fasting. Man. And the public, listen at this now. And the publican, standing afar off, would not lift up so much as his eyes unto heaven, but smote upon his breast, saying, God, be merciful unto me. That was all his prayer was. Lord, be merciful to me. Don't know much of it. I mean, this simple prayer. God, I need your mercy, Lord. Lord, I can't make it without your mercy. Lord, if it ain't for your mercy, I just can't make it. I'm going through some things that if I don't have your mercy, Lord, I just can't make it. Lord, I need you. Nothing fancy. Have mercy on me, Lord. Just me. I ain't even gonna look up. Lord, me. I need your mercy, Lord. All right? That was his prayer. What does Jesus say about that prayer? What does he say? All right? And the publican, standing far off, all right, smote on his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me. 14th verse. I tell you, this man went down to his house, justified, rather than the other. For everyone that exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. It takes a humble person to go in the closet and pray. Amen. It takes a humble person to go in the bathroom, kneel down to the tub, and pray. It takes a humble person. You in the synagogue, you in the temple, you in the big fancy temple, and all. I need your mercy. Lord, just look down on my mercy. I can't make it without your mercy. That's humble. And the Lord, He just seems to look down on stuff like that. I see a pattern forming here. All right? I see a pattern forming. The Lord just, man, you humble yourself, man. It just, you ain't trying to be no show. Ain't trying to show off or nothing. But man, just, Lord, I need, Lord, help him out. Exalt him. Bring him up. All right? But if what fellow that trying to exalt himself, guess what? Cut it down. Nobody studying him. All right, we thinking, but yeah, they stuck him. All right. Let's keep moving there. Oh my goodness. How do you think God responds to phony prayer? I know y'all got an idea already, right? How does he respond to just phony prayer? We ain't even got into the prayer yet. We're still trying to unlearn some stuff. All right, I got a little time left to unlearn some stuff. How do you think God responds to phony prayer?
He ignores it.
He ignores it. Anybody else? What else? What? He just ignores it. Anybody? Come on, talk to me. He ignores it.
Puts them in with the other ones.
Yeah, group all them together. All right. That 40 prayer. Put it over there. We'll think about that later. Put it on the back burner, as they say. we want to get that on the front right now. I'm praying some stuff. I need him to pull up to the front. All right. The phony prayer. Phony prayer. Everybody know God. Let's see what it says. Let's see what the scripture says. Go to Isaiah. Isaiah 1. Little phony prayer. Phony prayer. All right, this is it. This is it here. Isaiah 1 and 15. All right, here's a fellow over here praying in Isaiah 1:15. And this is how he prays. All right? And when thou spread forth thine hands, all right, you come out there to pray and you go like, Lord, God, I need you right now. I'm not an extortioner. I'm not like this publican. All right? Spread forth your hands. All right? I will hide my eyes from you. When you come out there doing all this stuff, I'm not like this one, I'm not like that. Guess what the Lord do? And that ain't no football move either. That's the he's like the little kids go. They hide their eyes. They hide the devil God. He hide his eyes. He don't want to hear all that mess. All right, why he don't want to hear all that mess? Oh my God! I will hide my eyes from you. When you make many prayers, you ain't shut up yet. All right, you ain't shut up yet. Still running your mouth. All right, and you still running. You got your hands up, and you still running your mouth. Making many prayers. The Lord will be like this. Are they done yet? they finished over there. When they gonna be done? They still many prayers. Many prayers. All right. When you make many prayers, I will not hear. All right. And why I'm not gonna hear? Your hands are full of blood. All right, you got a bunch of old mess going on. You got a bunch of old wickedness going on. The scripture tells us that we're supposed to lift holy hands before the Lord. Not hands that's got a bunch of old wickedness in them. Not a bunch of, got a bunch of old iniquity, going on. Not a bunch of old transgressions and everything. You've been dealing with transgressions and iniquity and all this mess. Now you want to come, just hold up all these, Lord God. You've been a devil all week long. All right? But see, this day. The Lord don't kick you out. But there's a remedy. There's a remedy. That's why I love this scripture. There's always a remedy for this stuff. There's always a remedy. Oh my goodness. 16th verse tells us the remedy. Wash you, make you clean. Straighten yourself up. The scripture says, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves, get yourself right, and pray. And that's the same remedy that's here. All right, you got all these iniquity hands all up in front of the Lord and everything. All right, he said, what? Go wash them. All right, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doing from before my eyes. Simply, basically, cease to do evil. Get yourself right. First off, get yourself right with God. Now come on. Now come on back and pray. I ain't gonna hide my eyes now. But as long as you still dabbling in mess and cutting up over here and got iniquity going on over here and foolishness going over here, a bunch of transgressions going on over here and there and everything. Then you oh Lord, I need you. There's no God. This how you do it. Peekaboo. That's how God do it. Don't want God play peekaboo. Don't play peekaboo with me. I don't keep that. All right? Wash your hands. Just stop doing evil. All right. 17 verse 1 Paul say, learn to do well. Learn to do well. yourself. Get yourself right. Get yourself right there. Come on back down there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I ain't got time to go there. I'll go there later. All right, let's get into the prayer. Let's get into the prayer. All right. 8th verse. Be not thou for like them, like unto them. For your Father knoweth what things ye have need of before ye ask. All right, it ain't like you tipping God off. All right, it ain't like when you come to God with your prayer and what your need is. God ain't standing there saying, oh Lord, I had no idea you were going through all that. I had no idea you were suffering that bad. I had no idea. No, the Lord just been waiting on you to pray and get yourself right. All right, get some holy hands to lift up before Him. All right. Some people, they just doing wrong, staying in there wrong, but they want the Lord to help them. Well, the Lord ain't gonna help you. You continue to stay. You got a mind to do wrong as soon as you finish praying. You know what I mean? It don't. Some kind of way they don't work. They don't work together. Some things just don't work good together. Some things just don't work good. The devil and the Lord don't work good together. They don't. So you ever have some employees you have to separate them. Mm-hmm. All right, they do their thing good by themselves. The devil do his thing good over there by himself. and the Lord do his thing good when the devil ain't around. But you get them two together, they don't work good together. It's some enmity there. It's some conflict gonna be there. It's gonna be some, and you know who's gonna win, right? All right. Oh, it's gonna be some rebuking going on there. All right, they don't work together good. All right, so you got the devil and the Lord. You gotta wash one away. Get rid of one. All right, you can't serve two masters. You gotta get rid of one and hold to the other. All right, you can't serve both of them now. All right. So you can't pray to the Lord and serve the devil. That don't add up. All right. Let's keep moving here. Oh my God. Let's see. Okay, the Lord, he already knows. So let's keep moving here. All right, let's get into this prayer. After this manner, therefore, pray ye. Our Father, which art in heaven. Oh my God, that is so good. That is so good. Jesus did not say, okay, I'm going to teach you how to pray. And I want you to pray to my Father. I am so glad he didn't say that. He said to pray to our Father. This is how I know God is busy. All right. I know he's running the world. I know he's got a lot of things going on that he's in charge of. But guess what? I can come talk to my Father. All right, I mean, you got to understand that. We're going to hit that hard in next service. But you got to understand that he's your Father. When you understand that, you get some privileges. But you got to understand that. Our Father. All right, and Jesus is teaching this. All right, and he's saying you got to pray our Father. Not my Father. No, it's our Father. All right, it's all of us, Father. All right, and when you pray, you got to pray with that understanding. I'm talking about Daddy.
Amen.
That's exactly that. Oh, Daddy. See, that's why the devil loves to break up homes so that children don't get to see a good relationship with a daddy. All right. Because when children come up in a home and mother and father and daddy, everybody there together and that dynamic is working great, they understand how, man, if anything goes wrong, I love you, mama, but I need daddy, not daddy come and fix things. I mean, daddy come solve problems. Mama, you'll talk about it, we can, talk about our emotions, mama, that's mama, but daddy coming there, boy. When daddy, you get daddy involved, daddy finna move. Daddy finna eliminate some problems. Mama trying to help you solve them. All right? Daddy come up, he come in to eliminate some problems. It ain't gonna be no more, you ain't gonna have no more trouble like this when I'm done. But mama over here, now we can deal with it. No, it's not the right time to mention this part of it now. Mama gonna, emote with you, with your emotions. But daddy, even because it ain't gonna be no problem. They understand it. But this is the thing that you get to pray to God like that. Amen. This is our Father. Our Father. Our Father. Oh my goodness. Our Father. Our Father. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing. Everybody know the Our Father prayer, right? And they get the Our Father real good. Okay, Our Father. I got that. We start there. But the rest of this prayer cannot go like this. Our Father Gimme, 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 gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And my name is Jimmy. But gimme, it doesn't go that way. Alright? But so many people are like that. Our Father, I need. And then the list is almost like a shop till you drop list. You know, I mean, here's the laundry list. Okay? Our Father, I need this. Our Father, I need this. Well, there's a place for that. Alright? Because the scripture says, let your requests be made known. You're doing the right thing. Doing it the wrong way. Alright, you're doing the right thing. You're praying, but you're doing it wrong. Alright. We're not knocking you for praying. Just want you to do it right. Do it right. Let's get this thing right. So what does Jesus teach here? What does he teach? He says, alright. He says that 9th verse, or 10th verse, our Father. Nope, I lost my place. 9th verse, it is 9th verse. Alright, after this manner therefore pray, our Father, which art in heaven. Alright, you have a heavenly Father. You got to understand that. I've got a Father in heaven. You know what goes on from heaven? Everything. Heaven is the control center of earth. That's the control room. All right, everything that's going on earth, guess where it's controlled from? Controlled from heaven. All right? Guess where your daddy work at? Oh my God. Y'all starting to get this. All right, our Father works in heaven. All right, he is in heaven. All right, we're talking to him in heaven where they control everything that goes on earth. You've got to get this. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be, oh my goodness, hallowed be thy name. You in charge. You're the one. Okay, you are the one. You are it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He says, does that say, hallowed be thy name? So he's the one that's important. All right, not us. All right, we try to make ourselves so important sometimes. Oh my goodness. If we can ever get to the point that we don't take ourselves so seriously. It's all about me. It's all about, you take your job serious. You take what you do serious. All right, you take what your calling in life is serious. But you don't take yourself so serious. It's not about you. All right. You're raising your family. You take that serious. Your relationships at home. You take that serious. But guess what? Don't take yourself all that serious. I'm not all that. All right. Yes, I got a job that I got to do that I'm serious about. And I got to take care of what I need to take care of. But it's not all about me. All right. It's about God. All right, and you work as unto God. You do things as unto God. All right. So look, I want next verse say I want your will to be done. All right. If it's anything, I know I got some things that I want, and I'm going to ask for them and everything. But ultimately, if my will don't line up with your will, my will goes back. All right. And bring yours out front. But this is a great thing. I get to make my request known to God. All right? Let's just, oh, man. Come on here. Let's keep moving here. I ain't got one. Oh, Jesus, for that time. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done as it is in heaven. All right? All right. Lord, I don't want to go against anything that you've got going on in heaven. I don't want to go against anything that you've got going on in heaven. I don't want to go against it. All right? And I want things to work on earth here how you've got it working in heaven. All right? And I'm praying to you. All right? Give us this day our daily bread. Here you go. We get to make some requests. Our daily bread. All right? Our daily bread. The necessity things that we need to make it from day to day. All right? The things that we need to make. Some things that sometimes we have some deficiencies in life. All right? And we don't have exactly what we need to make it. Lord, help me. Give me what I need today. All right? And the Lord, he doesn't mind supplying needs. All right? But he does not supply greeds. There's a big difference there. Spelled kind of alike. All right? But there's a big difference there. All right? All right? He takes care of your needs, but not the greeds. And it says that our daily bread, our daily needs. All right? A lot of times we want the Lord, we want to pray, and we want the Lord to answer a year in advance of stuff. All right? So I ain't got to pray no more for next year about this thing. No. Pray to him today. Lord, I need you to take care of this need that I need today. Lord, take care of it. Bring you through. Guess what? Guess where he wants you tomorrow morning? Come back, talk to me. Come back, talk to me some more. How you doing today? Yeah. Everything all right? Yeah. Just waiting around. Is he going to ask for that need that he needs? You going to ask again for it today? Ask for it. Ask for it. He wants you to ask for it. You know, some people be talking to you, and they just, you know, they're small talking. They're trying to lead you around to saying something, you know. How's the weather today? Well, what brings you by here, you know? You were just in the neighborhood, you know. They're trying to get you to say something, you know. But they're not going to, they already, and that's how God is. They already know what you need. They already know. I want you to verbalize, say it. Say it. Okay, no problem. I got you, son. I got you. Just say it. Lord, this is what I need. This is what I need today. All right, we'll come back talking to him tomorrow. The Lord loves talking to us. The Lord loves talking. But we get to a place where we want the Lord to bless us so we don't want to come back. You know, I want the Lord to bless me so, bless my bank account till there's so much in there, I don't even have to come back. And he may do that. He might. But he still wants you to talk to him. Amen. And then when he bless you with your bank account, and when you got so much in it, you know, you don't have to worry about everything. You need to talk to him more then. Amen. Did you keep it in there? Lord, I thank you for blessing me, but Lord, help me keep it. I don't want to be the guy all this here, then next year ain't got nothing to show for it. You know? No, I don't want that. I want the Lord, really. You should find yourself on your knees more then. All right? But our daily bread, every day. Lord, keep talking to him. Keep talking to him. I'm moving kind of fast here. Give us this day our daily bread. Oh, and forgive us our debts. Oh, as we forgive our debtors. This is a biggie. That's a biggie. Forgive us our debts. Forgive us our debts. You got to forgive people. All right? Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And another passage of scripture said that if we don't forgive the ones that, if we don't forgive others, then the God isn't going to forgive us. All right? We've got to forgive folks. All right? You can't be asking God to do something that you won't even do yourself. All right? If you won't forgive folks, how do you think? If you ain't got no intention to get forgiven. Well, how you gonna ask God to forgive you? You ain't got no intention. You can forgive what you want. All right? Well, how do you think? You know, and now you gonna ask God to forgive you? Don't work like that. That's not fair. That's not fair. Ask me to do something that you won't do. You know, and you can do it. It's in your power to do it. No, man, but I really need the Lord to forgive me. I mean, what somebody done to me, you know, that don't make me go to hell. You know, but what I done to God, that makes me go to hell. Oh man, so forgive you? Yeah, you forgive, no problem. Lord, you gonna forgive me? Yeah, no problem, man, I'll forgive you. Then that, all right, because I'm in more trouble if I don't get forgiveness from God. Amen. Oh man, goodness grief. Yes, I forgive you, ain't no problem. Forgive us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. Oh, I'm going to get that in a second. I gotta get that in a second. I gotta hit this. For if that, oh boy. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Lead us not into temptation. All right, the Lord don't lead us into temptation. All right? But a lot of times we tempt ourselves. All right? If you're praying to the Lord to deliver you from something, all right, don't be tempting the Lord with it. Lead us not into temptation. All right? If you're praying that the Lord deliver you from, I don't know, gambling. All right? Don't be down there at the Hard Rock. I know it's closed now. You can't go there now. You ain't got to worry about that temptation right now. All right, you just hang around. I'm just down here for dinner. No, come on now. You're praying that the Lord deliver you from this. Just don't hang out down there. All right, you pray that the Lord deliver you from crack and all kind of other smack or whatever it is out there, and then you hang around at the crack house. Lord, I need you to deliver me. You know, if I can ever get loose from this crack, you know, and everything, you know, and every time we turn around there, you over in the crack man yard. You know, I mean, that's temptation. You know, you don't want that. All right. When you pray, Lord, I need you to deliver me. I need you to deliver me. All right, from whatever thing. All right. And then if the crack man gets you, he gonna get you from down the street. All right. I sure won't be in his yard. All right, if he do get me, it's gonna be down here. I'm gonna be across the way, on the other side of the light, way down there. All right, and then I'm gonna start praying again. Lord, I'm trying to be, you know, whatever. You know, if the gambling bug get me, it ain't gonna get me because I'm down here at Hard Rock. If it get me, it'll be, oh man, I had to come to 7-Eleven and that scratch off was calling me. You know, that's the whole thing. You know, I ain't gonna be that, you know, that type of thing. You know, you can't be praying for one thing and acting another. Wow. Oh, Jesus. All right. Man, I gotta get going here. Oh, Jesus. All right. 14th verse goes over this trespass thing again. All right. For if ye forgive them, whoa, hang on a second. How'd y'all let me miss this? 13. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Here it is. This is the king. Oh man, this is, gotta get this. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. All right. So now, as you're praying, and the Lord starts answering your prayers, all right, you got to remember this 13th verse. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory. You got to remember that. Do not take God's glory. Whatever you do, don't take God's glory. Amen. When you're praying for something, and what you've been praying for come to pass, do not take God's glory. Amen. Don't start talking, I was so smart, I figured this out on my, Don't do that. Do not take God's glory. You can take the money. All right? You can take the prestige. All right? You can take whatever, but do not take God's glory. All right? If the Lord bless you in your business, till you just do terrific. All right? And that's what you've been praying for. Lord, bless my business. Bless my, don't do, if you don't get nothing else out of this lesson, when you pray and the Lord deliver you, the Lord answers your prayer, do not take his glory. Amen. You give that glory to God. God deserves all the glory. Amen. That's why he's blessing you. That's why he's answering prayer, so you can give him the glory. So you can tell other people, I prayed to the Lord delivered me, and this is how I got what I got today, because if it wasn't for God, I would be in a mess. I don't know how I would even make it. Amen. That's what he wants you to tell other folk. He wants you to give him the glory. Do not take his glory. Do not take his glory. If your business do terrific, all right, and just predictions just are off the chart, you take all that money and you enjoy it. Pay tithes now. But you take all that money, you enjoy it. All right? I mean, you enjoy it to go in. All right? But don't take his glory. God don't mind you having the money. Just don't take his glory. All right? Me and my little nephews, they come and they work with me in the summer. We pray in the morning and we say our Father prayers. And every time I get up for prayer, I say, don't take his glory, but you can have the money. I tell them all the time, don't take his glory, but you can have the money. If anybody asks you where you got the money from, what you gonna tell them? God gave it to you. I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say it. God gave it to you. You tell people God gave it to you. God blessed me with it. Where'd you get that nice stuff? God bless me with it. Oh man, I'm serious, man. Serious with that. No, I'm serious.
Amen.
God bless me. I ain't smart enough. You think I'm smart enough to come on, dude? You know? God bless, dude. I can't emphasize that enough. It's his kingdom. All right? You don't have a kingdom. God's got the kingdom. God's got all the power. All right? He's got all the power.
Oh, Jesus.
Now why would you come now and go take his glory? It's his. The power. All right, the kingdom and that glory.
Yeah.
All that belongs to him.
Amen.
Don't take any of it. Don't try and take any of it. You know what? The devil tried to take the kingdom.
Yeah.
he literally tried to take the kingdom. You see how that worked out for him, right? Came out of heaven like lightning. All right? Gabriel done got through with it. Came out of heaven like lightning. Let me wrap this thing. I gotta wrap up here. Oh, Luke 18. Luke 18. Oh, man. I just got a pinch on this one. I want to dig into this a little more. I got a pinch. Luke 18:1. 18. Our last verse in our book. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that man ought always to pray and not faint. In other words, there's going to be some things come up in your life that will just knock you down. All right? Pray. There's going to be some things come up in your life that will just take the wind out of you.
Amen.
You got to pray.
Amen.
Always pray. All right? Deal with the situation. All right? But pray. All right? Do the best you can. Just pray. If you can fix it, go ahead and fix it. Pray. Pray. Man ought to always pray. And why are you praying? Because I don't want to faint. I don't want this world, the things that are coming upon this world will just make you faint. You listen to the news, oh God, you want to faint. You just want to throw your hands up and give up. Oh gosh. You listen to all the bad stuff that goes on in society and how society is going and how young people are going, how some old people are going. You know, I mean, you just want. The scripture says, don't faint, don't faint, don't faint. You have some options. All right, we have some options. All right, and don't let this be your last option. Don't let this be your last option. All right. Start praying early. All right, but the devil don't want you to remember to pray.
Amen.
All right, we know we should pray. We know that effective prayer, availeth much. We know all of that, but the devil somehow gets you when time to pray, that the situation gets you in such a boggle or such a fog that you forget to pray. Well, we know we should pray. We know, but we're going to try and do all kind of other stuff before we start praying. But if we can remember, man, chill. Daddy, look here. I'm serious. You got to come to him just like that. Jesus said, call it our Father. That's how you talk to Daddy. I mean, you don't come to, he never came, honorable Father. I come before you knee bent, can I use the truck this evening? He never came over. Hey Daddy, can I use the truck this evening? Can I borrow the truck? That's how you come. She never came, honorable Father, whom sitteth so high. I need $20. She never did that. And she still gets $20. But she never did that. She never did that. Hey Dad. I'm going to say, I need $20. If she only asked for $20, that would be great. But there's just a scenario there. But we got to come to him like that's our Father. And that he is in charge of some things. And we can ask it because he is in control. Oh, we're going to dig into this later. All right, so right here, Sunday school is over. The disciples pray. The disciples pray. Oh man, we need to pray like Jesus taught his disciples to pray. And we are his disciples. All right, do the right thing, but do it the right way.
Amen.
Do it the right way. Amen. That concludes our service. Amen. Disciples prayer. Disciples prayer. Whew. Thank you, Lord.